say, if you're not giving me an A, give me an F. You giving me the worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know which D I'm talking about. But with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does compared to
That don't even look like coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee.
That is over.
The white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good. Your coffee looks good.
That's my coffee.
If I drank coffee, I would drink that.
That looks like coffee.
Y'all hire clowns as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
No, I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
If you cheat,
See, they
Uno,
said you
we
probably
automatically know
look. He
cheat
said
at
you
all
probably
the
do
games.
cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here. Bye.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comfort of your own little room at the boarding house, rent it home, grab your little Albaline and smoke it out. Play it as long as you want it. Play it over and over and over. The long videos of Malik's long peen, because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying. The devil. And the devil is here.
Here he go. Here we go.
Y'all wasn't gonna pay me the oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did. I do have to
On the
say,
flyer.
Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kenny? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kenny. I like Kenny. But Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl, we did not think he was nobody's straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. At best, verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you verse top. I'll stretch to give you verse top. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think there's anybody, even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top, they profess that he's straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dipped into their sugar bowl every now and then. Like the least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one.
That's our Jedi.
Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
Y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one-night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one-night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk as fuck or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You should have kept it moving. Hello. How the hell are you? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am here. I worked hard last night and today. And ta-da, we have a Manic Monday. It's just another Manic Monday. Oh. I wish it were a Sunday. Oh. That's my fun day. Just another Manic Monday. Are y'all as happy about there being a Manic Monday as I am? I don't know how happy I am because it takes a lot of work. Even though Manic Monday is an abbreviated form of Silly Saturday, we don't have all of our segments. It's still a Manic Monday. So I hope you enjoy. I'm early because y'all know it takes us. Y'all know we need some real estate. We need some time to get through a Manic Monday, but nevertheless, we are here. Okay, We are here. Let me say hey to y'all, and I'm not gonna prolong because y'all know how this goes. We need a lot of time, so I'm not gonna prolong the intros. We're gonna go ahead and get this party started. Wait, y'all, I have to check one more thing. Ooh. I hope I have what I need, y'all. I was supposed to check before. Damn it. I was supposed to check before I oh well, it's too late. If I don't have it today, I'll have it tomorrow. I'll be rushing. Anyway, let me say hey to y'all and then we'll go ahead and get this party started. Hey, the informed, what's going on, sir? Mama Bees, how the hell are you? Tamara, it's good to see you. Hey, Twin Flames, Quake, what's going on, beautiful? Hey, Karen, what's up? Janae, how are you? Bama girl is in the building. It's good to see you. Universal Goddess, Sakpa, say my love. Hey, Catherine Powell, what's going on in Philadelphia today? Crazy homebody girl, what's going on in the DMV area? Y'all all right up there? Y'all still frozen? Y'all still snowed in? Hey, Tracy W., what's going on? Butterfly, how are you, my love? Hey, little baby. Little baby, was it cold down there this morning? Little baby, I was in Tallahassee this past weekend for a few, and when I ended up leaving. It was so damn cold Sunday morning. It was in the 20s. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Just a mess. Hey, Miss Kiki. Hey, Ravine, what's going on? No more bad news about the cruise. I don't make up bad news. Ravine is mad at me, y'all, because I talked to my family and people that I know in Bahamas, and they told me, listen, it's gonna be kind of chilly down here. It's not beach weather in the Bahamas. And I told the people so they could be prepared. And Ravine is mad with me because I reported on what my people in the Bahamas told me. Lord Jesus. Jesus. Hey, Miss E. It did. It did. Everything went well this weekend. Butterfly done came back over to YouTube. She done switched from Twitch to YouTube. Hey, Fran. Hey, green girl. Mama B's done gifted one membership. Listen, shout out to Mama B's for gifting a membership. And who got the membership? Netta3818. Well, congratulations, Netta3818, for getting the membership. You got to come out the bushes and say thank you to Mama B's so we can congratulate you. Hey, Ren C. Child. It was my people down in Miami say it was in the 30s. Yeah, it was in the 30s in Miami this past weekend. Was yesterday. It was yesterday morning. It was in the 30s. Mm-hmm. It sure was. Mm-hmm. Rancy say it's cold in Jamaica too. See? So we just need to be prepared. Hey, Brown Mama. I feel like I ain't seen you in a while. I left Kansas to go back to Georgia and then this go where follow child. Been back to Arizona because bitch came with this cold. Child, Brown Mama, listen, stay warm, honey. It is cold. Hey, Sharice Boo, what's going on? Now listen, y'all. Can I tell y'all what's been going on? Demetria. Y'all see how Demetria rolling up in the class late. Hey, Demetria, girl. Where you been? We've been waiting for you. How you doing today, boo? Hey, Candace F. Demetria know we be looking for her. And she over here playing with us. But you know what? And Universal Goddess, you'll appreciate this. When it gets, people think that that we just not built for the cold down south. That we're not in the Miami or the other real tropical Caribbean areas. What they don't understand is any amount of chilly weather or wind when it comes off of that water in the Caribbean Sea, or off the Gulf, when that wind hits you off that water that's normally hot, and then it's now cold, and it's a whole different feel. That thing is a whole different situation down there. That's why I say you'll be on the beach and the weather might say is 60, and the way that wind blowing on you off that water is nothing nice. The day after tomorrow is coming. What is the day after tomorrow? Is that Terrence's birthday? Is that Terrence's birthday the day after tomorrow? I know his birthday coming up. I think it's someday this week. Something like that. Oh, you got your excuse? Okay. Well, you know I'm gonna be checking. All right, but listen. So y'all pray my strength in the Lord over here on YouTube. I'm glad that we have been working. Oh, his birthday is tomorrow. Oh, okay. Okay. Tell Terrence we'll be ready. Oh, your birthday tomorrow too, Universal Goddess. Okay. We'll be ready. We'll be ready to take our requisite shot. Now listen. I'm glad we've been working on our 64 degrees is cold for Jamaica. I'm sorry. Cold as hell. 64 degrees in Jamaica. Y'all just looking at the temperature. You don't know what it's like on the ground there. The temperature might say 64, but when you are in it, the way that wind come up off the Caribbean Sea, it's a whole different understanding. It's a whole different situation. I'm telling you what I know. Telling you what I know. The movie When the World Froze Over. Oh, okay. Hey, Simera. Now listen. Y'all pray my strength in the Lord over here on YouTube. Hey, Auntie Cammy. Because YouTube been on the fuck shit with me. I have no less than about in the last 2 weeks, YouTube has flagged about 50 plus the videos where they have removed monetization. Just a lot of them are older, but they are starting to flag some of my recent videos because they say that my intro music is copywritten, even though I got my intro music from copyright free areas. I listen. I don't have time and energy to fight with YouTube over and over and over for 50 plus videos. They pushing me. YouTube is really pushing me. I'm a hang in there and I'm a thug it out as long as I can and as long as I need to. But it's getting hard, y'all. YouTube is really, really trying it with me, and I'm gonna fight as long as I can. I'm gonna keep up the fight as long as I can, but they doing some fuck shit over on YouTube, and it's not cute. Hey Montrez, what's good, bruh? What is up? Speaking of which, Montrez, we have a very sneaky good year for this day of music. We have a very sneaky good year. I can appeal it, but it's so many videos. Like they put up, there's. I first looked up, it was like 2 or 3. Now I got like 50 something. I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy. So my option is to just let them stay unmonetized. But then they started doing more recent videos, claiming that now if they say my intro, like for Run Your Mouth and stuff, is I can't monetize that, then that means that none of my recent videos is going to be monetized, and then I'm gonna probably have to do a new intro for Run Your Mouth, which takes a lot of editing and a lot of. I just don't have the energy right now for what YouTube is taking me through. I really don't. I really, Really don't. Uh, Pray my strength in the Lord. Y'all ain't come here to hear me talk about that. Y'all came here for Manic Monday. Man, it's time for us to get this party started. Okay, go ahead and put a Shondo in the chat and let me know that y'all are ready to get this party started. I gotta find one thing, y'all. Dear Lord, I hope I can find it. I hope I can find it. Jesus, it's got to be so far. I know it's gonna be like way, way, way down. I was supposed to find it before I came up, but I was so busy with work. Y'all know I do have a day job. I do have a day job, that I work real hard and they pay me handsomely. I gotta find this, y'all. I can't start until it's gonna bother me if I don't. I can't start until I find what I'm looking for. Mm, mm, mm. Ain't this about a bitch? Mm, mm, mm. Talk amongst yourselves because I'm not gonna be able to get started. I need it for my first segment. I need it. I need it. Oh, I found it. Beautiful. All right, I found it. Good, y'all. All right. So, because it's February, what do we do every February? Every February, what do I give you? I give you all my Black History moments. And again, this February, last year, we not only did Black History moments during the month of February, but they continued in March because March is Women's History Month. And we did Black History moments or women's Black History moments all through the month of March. So yeah, we absolutely did that last year. Now I don't know if we're gonna do that this year, but I can promise you in the month of February, we will do our Black History moments in the month of February. I also promised y'all that during February also, because we have some primaries that are coming up next month during Run Your Mouth, I'm going to start doing some candidate profiles during Run Your Mouth during the week as we lead into primaries coming next month. So all of that's going to be going on this month, but I certainly want to start with our moment in Black history as we will be starting every single live in the month of February. Okay. And even though we're doing a Manic Monday, that doesn't mean that we don't need one. And here's why.
Y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blickety black.
That's what we are. You heard it again.
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blickety black.
I mean, if there was any question, we here. It's Black History Month. Hey, Terrence. What's going on? We're going to be celebrating you and Universal Goddess tomorrow. So, let me pull up the dossier so I can have all my notes and stuff, El Teddy, get your life in order. Get it in order, El Teddy. Get it in order. So, again, we will be starting the entire every live during the month of February, as we do year after year with our moments in Black history. So we start off with the story of the life of Mr. Philip B. Downing. Mr. Philip B. Downing. During the late 19th and early 20th century, Philip Bell Downing successfully filed at least 5 patents with the United States Patent Office. Among his most significant inventions were a street letterbox and a mechanical device for operating street railway switches. Downing was also enjoyed a long career as a clerk with the Custom House in Boston, Massachusetts, retiring in 1927 after more than 30 years of service. Born in Providence, Rhode Island on March 22nd, 1857, Downing came from a prominent background. His father, George T. Downing, was a well-known abolitionist and business owner, while his mother, Serena L. DeGrasse, had family roots in New York City, dating back to the mid 1600s. Philip Downing's grandfather, Thomas Downing, had been born to emancipated parents in Virginia. He also had success in business, establishing Downing's Oyster House in the financial district of Manhattan in 1825. It quickly became one of the city's most best-known dining and catering establishments. In addition, Thomas Downing played an important role in founding the United Anti-Slavery Society of the City of New York in the mid-1830s. One of 6 children, Philip Downing spent his childhood in Providence and Newport, Rhode Island, as well as in Washington, D.C., where his father was manager of the U.S. House of Representatives dining room. Census records indicate that Downing moved to Boston around 1880. Shortly after, he married Evangeline Howard and had 2 children, Antonia Downing and Philip Downing Jr. On June 17, 1890, the U.S. Patent Office approved Downing's application for, quote, new and useful improvements in street railway switches, end of quote. His invention allowed the switches to be opened or closed by using a brass arm located next to the brake handle on the platform of the car. It also allowed the switches to be changed automatically in some cases. A little over a year later, on October 27th, 1891, his 2 patents for a street letter box also gained approval. Downing's redesign resembled the mailboxes that are now ubiquitous, a tall metal box with a secure hinged door to drop letters. Until this point, those wishing to send mail usually had to travel to the post office. Downing's invention would instead allow for drop off near one's home and easy pickup later by a letter carrier. His idea for the hinged opening prevented rain or snow from entering the box and damaging the mail. More than 25 years later, on January 26, 1917, Downing would receive another patent for an envelope moistener, which utilized a roller and a small attached water tank to quickly moisten envelopes. The following year saw another successful application for an easily accessible desktop notepad. Philip Downing died in Boston on June 8th, 1934. He was 77. That is the story of Philip B. Downing, inventor of what we know to be the modern mailbox. Here's our next moment in Black history. And we have Frederick McKinley Jones. Frederick McKinley Jones was a prolific early 20th century Black inventor who helped to revolutionize both cinema and refrigeration industries. Between 1919 and 1945, he patented more than 60 inventions across diverse fields, with 40 of those patents in refrigeration. He is best known for inventing the first automatic refrigeration system for trucks. Jones was born on May 17th, 1893, in Cincinnati, Ohio. His mother died when he was 9, and he was forced to drop out of school. A priest in Covington, Kentucky, raised him until he was 16. Upon leaving the rectory, Jones began working as a mechanic's helper at the R.C. Crothers Garage in Cincinnati. Jones would spend much of his time observing the mechanics as they worked on cars, taking in as much information as possible. These observations, along with an insatiable appetite for learning through reading, helped Jones build an impressive foundation of knowledge about automobiles and their inner workings. Within 3 years, his skills and love for cars had netted him a promotion to shop foreman. By 19, he had built and driven several cars in racing exhibitions and soon became one of the most well known racers in the Great Lakes region. During World War I, Jones was a sergeant in the U.S. Army and served in France as an electrician. While serving, he rewired his camp for electricity, telephone, and telegraph service. In 1919, after being discharged from the Army, he moved to Hallock, Minnesota, where he began studying electronics and eventually built a transmitter for a local radio station. To make ends meet, Jones often helped local doctors by driving them around for house calls during the winter. When navigation through the snow proved difficult, Jones attached skis to the undercarriage of an old airplane body and attached an airplane propeller to a motor. He was soon whisking doctors around town at high speeds in his new snow machine. Over the next few years, he would invent more and more innovative machines. When one of the doctors he worked for complained that he had to wait for patients to come into his office for x ray exams, Jones created a portable x ray machine that could be taken to the patient. Unfortunately, like many of his early inventions, Jones never thought to apply for a patent. He wanted helplessly as other men he watched helplessly as other men made fortunes off of their versions of the very same machine he invented. Impervious, Jones began new projects, including a radio transmitter, personal radio sets, and eventually motion picture devices. In 1927, Joseph Numero, the head of Ultraphone Sound Systems, hired Jones as an electrical engineer. Numero's company made sound equipment that was used in movie houses throughout the Midwest. Always the innovator, excuse me. Jones converted silent movie projectors into talking projectors by using scrap metal for parts. In addition, he devised ways to stabilize and improve the picture quality. In 1939, he invented and received a patent for an automatic ticket dispensing machine to be used at movie theaters. He later sold the patent rights to RCA. Eventually, Numero and Jones formed a partnership called the U.S. Thermal Control Company with Jones as vice president. He was given the task of developing a device that would allow large trucks to transport perishable products without spoiling. Jones set to work, and his automatic refrigeration system, the Thermo King, was born. Eventually, he modified the original design so it could be outfitted for trains, boats, and ships. The Thermo King transformed the shipping and grocery businesses. Grocery chains were now able to import and export products that previously could only have been shipped as canned goods. As a result, the frozen food industry was born. For the first time, consumers could enjoy fresh foods from around the globe, and U.S. Thermo became a multi-million dollar company. During World War II, a need for a unit for storing blood serum for transfusions and medicines led Jones into further refrigeration research. For this, he created an air conditioning unit for military field hospitals and a refrigerator for military field kitchens. As a result, many lives were saved. A modified form of his device is still in use today. In 1944, Frederick McKinley Jones became the first African American to be elected into the American Society of Refrigeration Engineers. During the 1950s, he was a consultant to the U.S. Department of Defense and the U.S. Bureau of Standards. When he died on February 21st, 1961, Jones had more than 60 patents. In honor of his tremendous achievements as an inventor, he was posthumously awarded the National Medal of Technology. Jones was the first Black inventor to ever receive such an honor. And that is the life and legacy of Frederick McKinley Jones. Our last moment in Black history, so I wanted to do two people and one event, is the Cicero riot of 1951. The Cicero riot of 1951. The Cicero riot of 1951 occurred from July 11th through 12th, 1951, when a mob of approximately 4,000 whites attacked an apartment building an African American family had recently moved into in Cicero, Illinois, a Chicago suburb. The events leading up to the riot began in 1951 when Miss Camille DeRose, owner of the building at 6139 through 43 West 19th Street in Cicero, rented an apartment to Henry E. Clark Jr., an African American World War II veteran and graduate of Fisk University, his wife Jonetta Clark, and their two children in an all-white neighborhood. And you can see them pictured there on your right. After learning of Mrs. DeRose's decision, a high-ranking Cicero official warned her it would be trouble for the Clarks if the Black family moved into the apartment. On June 8th, 1951, around 2:30 p.m., a moving van containing $2,000 worth of Clark family's furniture was stopped by Cicero police, who told him to leave the town or get arrested for protective custody. 20 police officers then grabbed Mr. Clark. He was hit 8 times as he was pushed toward a car parked across the street and then shoved inside the car. The police warned him to get out of Cicero or he would be killed. On June 26, 1951, the NAACP filed a lawsuit against the Cicero Police Department, and shortly afterward, the Clark family moved in. On July 11th, 1951, a crowd of 4,000 whites attacked the apartment building where the Clark family had been staying for just 2 weeks. Although 60 police officers were assigned to the scene to control the rioting, women threw stones at the Clark's windows, and another group of white men tossed fire bombs into the windows and the rooftop of the building. Other mob members reached the Clark apartment and set it on fire. Some of the whites who participated in the riot were teenagers. When the firemen arrived at the apartment building, they were met with bricks and stones thrown by the mob. Cook County Sheriff's deputies asked the firemen to turn their hoses on the rioters, but they refused to do so without an order from their lieutenant, who was unavailable at the time. When it was obvious that sheriff's deputies could not control the riot, County Sheriff John E. Babbs asked Illinois Governor Adlai Stevenson to send in the Illinois National Guard. As the Guard arrived at the scene, rioters fought with the National Guard. Armed with bayonet rifles and using tear gas, Guardsmen ended the riot by setting a 300-meter perimeter around the apartment building. Most of the violence and rioting ended by the morning of July 12th. Through the ordeal, Clark and his family were not injured. Although over $20,000 in damage had been done to the building, the Cook County grand jury failed to indict any of the accused rioters. Let me say that again. The Cook County grand jury failed to indict any of the accused rioters. Instead, they indicted Clark's NAACP attorney. They indicted Mrs. DeRose. They indicted Mrs. DeRose, who was the owner of the apartment building. They indicted Mrs. DeRose's rental agency, and they indicted Mrs. DeRose's attorney on charges of inciting a riot and conspiring to damage property. Those charges were later dropped. A federal grand jury then indicted 4 Cicero officers and 3 police officers for violating Clark's rights due to the riot. The Cicero police chief and 2 officers were also fined a total of $2,500 for violating Clark's civil rights. The Cicero riot was the first to be viewed on television. Again, the Cicero riot was the first riot to be viewed on television. And that is the story of the Cicero riot of 1951. Those are your Black History moments for the day. I hope that you learned something. I hope every day I learned something with all 3 moments, and I hope that you also learned something. That is why we're here, to know our history. I do want to focus on the fact that a lot of what we see in Black history mirrors what we're seeing today. That's why I always negate the notion, oh, we've never seen this before. Oh, yes, we have. And Black people have chronicled how to be resilient and how to get through the fuck shit. Okay? Hey, Tracy. Hey, Paul. Hey, Civil Law. What's going on? Hey, Grown Woman Don't Try Me. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, everybody. Hey, Tiffany. Just want to say this, hey to those people who just came in. All right. So, hey, Ajoba. Those are our Black History moments. Let me go back. We had Philip B. Downing, inventor of the modern mailbox. We had Frederick McKinley Jones, who had over 60 patents, but more famously, the refrigeration for trucks. And we had the Cicero riot of 1951 in Illinois. Those are your Black History moments for today. It's time for my favorite segment, which is our hashtag ABCs.
ABC. A bitch can't. A bitch can't get a hit. A bitch can't get on the charts. A bitch can't get a Grammy. A bitch just can't.
A bitch just can't. It's time for our hashtag ABC moments. For those people new here, our hashtag ABC moments means that we saw a headline, and based on the headline alone, we don't want no parts of it. We just don't have it to do. We don't have the energy. We don't have the bandwidth. We do not have the wherewithal to deal with any parts of whatever that story was about. And we just say a bitch can't. A bitch just damn can't. Or sometimes we just have to tell them to go with God.
Go with God.
Go with God, Crispy.
Here's our first hashtag ABC. Cam Newton says it's impossible for men to have platonic friendships with women. No, I don't have this type of time, y'all. I'm not gonna make time. I don't have time. I don't know. It says Uncle Jay just became a member. I know Uncle Jay was already a member, so I'm not worried. He might have been renewing or something like that. I don't have time, Cam Newton. I do not have time for your fuck shit and fuckery. I don't have this. I don't have this type of energy. I can't do it. I can't do it. Won't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it. I cannot. These are y'all people. I give them to y'all. These are y'all people. I don't have the energy. Mm-mm. We ain't doing this. Mm-mm. The people told me, Kev, I can't even tell you to go with God. They said go straight to hell. Get away from us. Now you talk about who can go to hell. Cardi B can go to hell. Something about she done gave Stephon Diggs some ultimatum. Ma'am, you willfully had a child with this man when he was actively planting seeds in 4 or 5 other women who are also pregnant with his child. And now you have a girl. If mm-mm, mm-mm, I don't have it to do. I don't have this type of time. Going on, going on. This y'all girl. This is y'all girl. I don't have this type of energy. Nope. Can't do it. Mm-mm. This is y'all girl. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. She willfully and knowingly had, and we expect you to all of a sudden believe a woman. Talk about, oh, if any woman come up say she pregnant, it's over. Really? Because you could seem to not even believe the lady that was working for him, the chef lady that said he choked her out and abused her. You don't want to believe her, and we magically think you're gonna believe some other woman that says she's pregnant. Anytime you say anything to him, she's one of them women that you can't say nothing wrong about her boyfriend, husband, or whatever. And he could be wrong as all get out. And she out in the streets windmilling and shit. I cannot. I don't know what you disappointed for. This is par for the course for that whore. This is par for the course, Paul. I don't know why you surprised. Listen, Cardi B, the people said we don't care. We don't give a damn. Get the hell away from us.
Go with God.
Go with God, Crispy.
Ricky Gervais on the Grammys, shut the hell up already about your political BS. No, you shut the fuck up and stay your ass across the pond. See, y'all ain't dealing with the fuck shit that we got going on over here. So don't tell us what we can and cannot do at our Grammys. If y'all got whatever the name of them music awards y'all got over there in England, stay your ass over there with that fuck shit. You ain't gotta watch. But we got a whole 5-alarm fire going on over here in these yet to be United States of America. So if we want to speak out about it, bitch, we gonna do it. Fuck you, Ricky Gervais. You ain't shit. Bitch ain't never been shit. Fuck you talking to? Who are you talking to? First of all, no, who you talking to? Sir, get away from me and go to hell. Donald Trump is shutting down. You might as well shut the shit down. Ain't nobody going to that shit. Talk about your renovating. Mm-hmm. Might as well. You can shut that bitch down to 2028. Might as well. Well, hell, not even 2029. Shut it down to January 20th of 2029. How about that? That's a good question, Miss E. Nobody's going to perform at that shit. Leave it. Just close the doors. Just board up the windows. Close the doors. We don't need. You can leave it closed till January 20th, 2029. Because don't nobody want to go to that shit now that you done slapped your name all on it and shit and you done took over it. Nobody wants to be associated with you. Right, it's going to have all of that garbage all over the place. Looking cheap as hell. Really B was talking to me on the phone earlier about this man. I didn't know who he was, so I went to go look it up and stuff. You ain't shit, sir. You're a MAGA nut. Don't be telling us not to ask you about I'm a dumb redneck. Don't ask me about ICE. No, we're gonna ask you. You over there with his ass. You over there with your God King leave us the fuck out of it. We don't care. We gonna ask you anything we want to fucking ask you, and you gonna like it. Oh, a racist bastard, you. Hey, Xavier. We don't care, sir. I'm not going to tell you to go with God because I don't want you racist bastards to go with God. I want you bitches to go to hell. This is y'all girl. Again, this is y'all girl. Mm-hmm. Hey, Harold. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Mm-hmm. I give it to y'all. This Harold girl. I'm glad Harold came in for his girl. She said she never wants to live with a romantic partner, even if married. I don't want nobody in my house. Well, baby, you just Jesus God, I just don't understand. Isn't it like another famous person who I think that's Shirley Ralph and her and her husband don't live together or something? Baby, I don't know. Girl, I don't have time. I think it's Shirley Ralph or somebody, or is it Angela Bassett? No, I think that's Shirley Ralph. Somebody else got that going on, baby. So what the fuck are you getting married for? Like, what is the point of you getting married? I don't want it. No. What is the point of being married if you're not going to live with that person? Just don't get married and let that be your bust down. Every couple months, I could go to your house or you could come to mine and we could crack each other's backs and keep it moving. But like that, y'all are some of the dumbest people. Mm-mm. 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 Hey, D Johnson, I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been? Where you been hiding, D Johnson? Because I ain't seen you in class. You been skipping my class, sir. That's y'all, girl. I don't really see it for Kiki Palmer like that, but y'all love her. Okay, girl, go on. I have nothing for you, ma'am.
Go with God.
Go with God, Crispy.
In our last hashtag ABC. Anybody signing up to go fuck this bitch up? Krishan Rock boxing debut set for April 25th. Nearly 6,000 women applied to be an opponent. I can imagine. I'm imagining that it was only 6,000. I'm sure. Oh, you've been moving into an okay. You gonna invite us over for the housewarming? I'll come over for the housewarming. I'll even bring a bottle of wine. Um, don't do that. I see it for a lot of people. She just ain't one of them. I mean, hey Shay, what's going on, Shay? Gabby, girl, you see this, Gabby? Girl, you see it, right? You see it, baby. They said 6,000 women apply. I'm surprised it wasn't more than that. Anybody going over there to watch? I mean, are y'all watching this? I don't know. Hey, Kawale, what's going on? Hey, Sam A. She can't afford any more brain damage. You say 6,000 wild dogs. Y'all are so damn silly. Hey, DPG, what's going on? Oh, I can't do this with y'all. Y'all so silly. Man, I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Ma'am. I don't know if she can fight or not, Gabby. I don't know. I can't. Jesus, I have nothing for you, Krishan. You know, you and your baby daddy are permanent, perpetual hashtag ABCs. Ma'am, go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
It's time for In the Dossier. In the Dossier we go. It is time to swan dive into today's dossier. Well, let's see what it got for us today. Paul George is in the news. The NBA has suspended Philadelphia 76er Paul George for 25 games for violating the league's anti-drug program. They announced this past weekend on Saturday. His suspension begins immediately and will have him suspended uh, almost through the rest of the season. Now he's claiming that it's a whole mix up and misunderstanding. He said, quote, over the past few years, I've discussed the importance of mental health. And in the course of recently seeking treatment for an issue of my own, I made the mistake of taking an improper medication. End of quote. I ain't buying it, Paul. Paul, I ain't buying it. Nah, bruh. You would be filing all kinds of appeals through the Players Association, and you may have filed an appeal, but if they're giving you an immediate suspension for 25 games, that means it's something. That means it's probably one of the big boys that's on the banned substance list. I ain't buying it. Now he apologized to his team and fans and said, quote, I am focused on using this time to make sure that my mind and body are in the best condition to help the team when I return. End of quote. Mind you, he's in the middle of a 4-year, $212 million contract. Y'all just be stealing money, just stealing money. You might as well put on a ski mask, grab a gun, go down to the front offices of the 76ers and rob them blind. I mean, it's bad enough you made out of paper, and every time somebody breathe on you, your ass is getting hurt and flopping around and falling around, hurt all over the damn place. You might as well just steal, just put on a ski mask, get a gun, go up to the front offices of the 76ers and just rob them blind, because that's what you're doing. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one. A mess. A mess. Look at this one. Look at that. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. I have no sympathy for you, Paul. I have none. I have no sympathy for you, sir. You did it. You did this. We ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You knew it. When you're that elite of a player, you know exactly what is and is not on the banned list. Players that are serious about this shit, before they take any medication from the doctor, they're gonna go to their agent or their union rep. Is this on the banned list? Miss me, you've been in the NBA way too long, sir. Way too long, sir. I ain't buying it. Sir, go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
In more sports news, so details are coming out slowly, though, in a situation at Tuskegee University. Now, Tuskegee University was playing Morehouse this past Saturday, and at the end of the game, the head coach of Tuskegee University basketball team, Benji Taylor, they put Chanel Bangles on him and threw him out the game. Here's the video. A mess. Now, we're still waiting for a lot of details to come out. They did release him, and he provided a statement later. He said, quote, "I am at a loss for words and I am upset about how I was violated and treated today. For my players, my family, and people of Tuskegee to witness that is heartbreaking for me. I was simply trying to get the football team out of the handshake line as they were following right behind me and the team yelling obscenities. It was a very dangerous situation." End of quote. Now Tuskegee did win, and the problem came because a group of Morehouse football players reportedly began to intermingle with their basketball team. And that is a security breach because if you're not on the two teams, you should not be on the court. And their football players mixing in with their basketball team in the handshake line, cussing and all kinds of stuff, that's out of order. So the Coach Taylor was simply trying to break up all the whole situation and be like, no, y'all need to get out of here. Now, how this rogue police officer is out of control. I mean, he just seems real rogue and real out of control for no reason. The man had no reason to even put him in handcuffs. It's just a mess, just a goddamn mess. I hope you sue the shit out of their ass. Yeah, the band can't play. We gonna play on. Shit, now the band we gonna play on is sue the shit out of the goddamn police department. Go ahead, just sue the shit out of their ass. In other news, last night was the Grammys. Let me tell y'all something. Now, I'm at the age of my life. I don't know most of these people that's out there. I ain't know most of these people that was getting awarded. I'm not trying to know them. I don't care about them. I don't want to know them. I have no use for them. However, right, that's what I said. Morehouse won, and Morehouse football players intermingled in with their basketball team to get into the handshake line. And then the Morehouse football players and basketball players started cussing and stuff. And that's when they noticed that the Morehouse football players had intermingled into the handshake line with the Morehouse basketball players, and they had no business being out there. Hey, Pinky Tiki. The highlight of the whole thing was of all of the performances, I should say, was Lauryn Hill. I was confused at first because they kept saying Reba McEntire, Post Malone, and Lauryn Hill are going to do the In Memoriam. So I'm thinking that they're going to be singing songs together. I was like, oh, they must be going to do a tribute song together. So when Reba came out by herself, I was like, well, what the fuck is going on? And Reba did a whole song, full set. Post Malone came up and did a whole full set. Had Ozzy Osbourne and shit, family. MAGA mama, Sharon Osbourne brought her trifling racist ass out there. And she was crying and shit with her raggedy ass son and daughter. And then, so at that point, I had forgot that Lauryn was still coming out. So when Lauryn came out and she started doing her tribute to D'Angelo, baby, it gave me life abundant. Gave me everything. When I saw Raphael Sadiq come out there, I think Anthony Hamilton came out there. I know Leon Thomas came out there. Bilal came out there and sang his fucking face off. Where he sang Untitled, How Does It Feel? John Batiste came out. I mean, they was out there giving life abundant. She did the song and she was like, I'm mad that I never got to perform this with him on stage. The song she and D'Angelo worked on together, sweetest thing I ever known. So then I had got life. Listen, I was in my I had got life abundant. If they would have cut it off right then, I would have been happy. Bitch, then she went into the Roberta Flack. She went into Roberta Flack, and I was here for all parts of it. She went into the Roberta Flack. I was here for all parts of it. Then you had who Shaka came out there with? Shaka came out there with John Legend. Shaka came out there with John Legend. They don't owe me nothing. Then she went into Killing Me Softly. Started off with the Roberta Flack version. Then had what his name? Well, I can't think of this man's name. Come out there with the guitar from Fugees, and they did the Fugees version. Didn't owe me nothing. Didn't. It was Nothing Even Matters. I said sweetest thing I've ever known. It was Nothing Even Matters at all. Nothing even matters at all. I said sweetest thing I've ever known. It was Nothing Even Matters. Sorry. They both sound the same to me. Wyclef, thank you. Yeah, Layla Hathaway came out there too, singing her face off. It was a bunch of singers that came out there. I was here for it. I was here for all parts of it. That was the best part of the Grammys to me. Was the rest of it y'all can keep. Justin Bieber rolling around in his drawers and shit. Tyler, the Creator, jumping around, falling out on the floor and shit. Listen, y'all can keep the rest of it. I don't want it. Now, somebody told me they did a Kirk Franklin tribute. I never saw it. Did they do a Kirk Franklin? Because when I stumbled on the Grammys and remembered that it was on, it might have been over. But was there somebody told me that there was a Kirk Franklin tribute? Baby, I don't know. By the time I stumbled on, and I wasn't going to rewind it back. Wasn't. Now it was it was supposedly the last Grammys that they're going to have on CBS. I think we reported that they were moving to another platform. I just don't remember. Trevor Noah hosted. He said, didn't he say something about Donald John wants Greenland since he can no longer go to Epstein Island? I said, And he said, with Bill Clinton. I said, oh, this is what we're doing. Now your president says that he's Kirk's wasn't televised. Oh, okay. They moving to ABC. Oh, okay. Okay. Your president says he's going to sue Trevor Noah. Okay, sir. Okay. Okay. Kendrick Lamar won a bunch of Grammys. Now he has a total of 26 Grammys, pushing him past Jay-Z, becoming the winningest rapper in history of the Grammys. So, I mean, congratulations, Kendrick Lamar. Bad Bunny, he won album of the year, and that's the first time a Spanish language album won that award. And he got up there, and I think like 95% of what he said was in Spanish, and I was here for it. Speak your shit, talk your shit. I don't care if they don't like it, they can't understand it. Fuck them. Gloria Estefan was over there clapping and rooting for him. I'm sure she understood what he was saying. He was going, I understand Spanish, but when they start talking too fast, I'd be like, oh, you going too fast. They be going too fast. Spanish is a fast language. And so that's what messes me up. Now, if you give me a nice steady pace, I do good. But when they go too fast, I'd be like, oh, wait. Um, the only thing I think he said in English was, I know he said he was dedicating. I know he said something about people having to leave their homeland to follow their dreams. It was like one sentence he said, I think he dedicated to the people who have to leave their, I know he talked about leaving your homeland for your dreams. So I think he said he dedicated it to the people who have to leave their homeland for their dream. And immediately went right back to Spanish. I was here for all of it. Was so yeah, they had ice out pins. SZA was around here saying "fuck ice" in her thing. You know, it was a real good thing. I'm happy for my friend. He got an award. Duran. I'll play that later in the video breakdown segment. I'll have that. Duran, go back to my early YouTube days, man, when we was all just a bunch of nobodies back in like 07 and 08 or around that time. Just a bunch of nobodies. The black gays. There was so few of us on at that time. And we all used to be all together. I'm so proud of him. So that was the Grammys. They done broke up. He wants y'all to know he available. King, his name is Kirk. But he floating around Atlanta looking for a sugar bowl to dip his spoon into. Um okay. I mean, if y'all looking, there you go. There you go. I mean, for those who looking, they broke up. He confirmed that they broke up. Are they still having a baby together? Did she ever get the baby? She never had the baby. The baby never took. The baby never took. I don't know. I mean, he's an attractive young man. Hmm. He's an attractive young man. So the baby never manifested. Mm. I mean, is she looking for another sperm donor? That's really what this was. Antonia, hey Antonia, Antonia said you good for a night or two. I mean, he good for a good bust down. Come on around here. Knock some walls down. Hey, so Jeff, that's what I'm trying to find out. What's going on under this white towel, Demetria? I ain't gonna even hold you. Oh, the embryos didn't make it. Oh, well. You want her to visit the good? She was trying to save $1, flying all the way across the world, trying to save a few coins. I figure with all of the plane, with all of the expenses, on airfare and stuff, you could have stayed over here. I have a friend, him and his boyfriend, they went up to Canada and they had a baby. And it was much cheaper for them to go to Canada. And you know, they found a surrogate. They found a program with the surrogacy program and everything, and they got a woman, and you know it was real easy for them. But and they just went up to Canada. Did That's what I'm saying. Oh. And that came from Miss E. Miss E said, you're going to have to show her something in the bedroom, sir. She said something about you make me feel like you be too passive. She said she'll like that passive shit. Baby, she need to be thrown from wall to wall. She need her hair snatched. She need to know that you up in there. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know. Okay. Okay. Oh, Mama Demetria said, "Is dick up underneath that child? Dick, and more dick, child." Now I believe wholeheartedly that the man got dick of death, cock of doom. I mean, I believe the man will dick you down. Now, whether he's dominant or not, I ain't got nothing to do with that, Miss E. I'm gonna let y'all go find out. Y'all let me know. Let me know what y'all find out. Okay. Let me know what y'all find out. But I think he gonna show you a few things in that bedroom, Miss E. I ain't gonna hold you. The doctor she had was supposed to be more successful for women her age. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it didn't take. Yeah, I think he gonna show you some things when that bedroom door closed. Yeah, I think he gonna show you some things. I ain't gonna even hold you. Somebody tell Paul to press the live button. Paul still back there. Oh dear God. Somebody tell Paul to press the live button. Paul still commenting from. Bless his heart. So the book is finally out. The book is out. Rishana Landfair. Now she's the infamous woman that when she was 14 years old, that's Sparkle's niece. And that's the girl who Aura ended up peeing on her and stuff. And she says she's reclaiming her name and she's a proud Black woman, and so she put out a memoir. Hey, lovely 31 Blueprint. So they have announced the memoir this past November, but it just came out. And she's the one on the infamous R. Kelly video that everybody, and when I think about it, I'm happy that she's doing this. But her name is Rishana Landfair, because that has to be like, to be a victim so young and on a video that is so infamous, like everybody. I know it took her some years of counseling and therapy and things like that, but she seems to has bounced back and is ready to put her story out there. She's mentioned how she did see counseling and therapy and so forth, and she holds no punches back in the memoirs. From what they said that she says R. Kelly, quote, knowingly victimized me as a child, end of quote. And she talked about being suicidal from the cycle of abuse, control, and shame. Yeah. She talks about the emotional toll of being associated with the scandal long after R. Kelly's music and name loomed over her life. She says even just listening to R. Kelly's songs, she couldn't get away from it. And it was like reopening wounds. Like, I'm sure it's a very compelling book. I don't know if I'm gonna go read it because I don't know that I need that much trauma in my life. But hey, if you into it, give it a read. Yeah, Sparkle is full of shit. Sparkle ain't shit. Hey, Precious Jewel. Yeah, Sparkle ain't shit. Let's be clear. Sparkle ain't shit. Paul's still back there, Red Sea. He's still back there. God bless his heart. Uh, dear Lord. The fact that all you boomers and millennials were passing that tape around. No, it wasn't the boomers. It was Gen X and millennials, not the boomers. It was everywhere. We didn't have, listen, you're saying that because you live now where y'all have social media and all types of digital ways of getting stuff around. Back then we didn't have all of that shit. So if somebody wanted to see it, you had to go get the tape. Shit, hell, y'all do the same thing. Y'all just do it easier because y'all pass it in the DMs, pass it in Google Drives, pass it on Twitter and X it up. Miss me with that shit. Xavier. Don't act like that's a new phenomenon. We just didn't have smartphones and the social media that y'all have. We had to do it our way. It was on the VHS tape. They used to play it in the barber shop and stuff. Hey, Tanya Boo. Don't try to act like we just oh, you back, Paul? You back with us? Okay. mm. I don't know, Brandy. I don't know. Right, this was pre-YouTube, baby. It wasn't nothing like that, honey. It wasn't no smartphones back then. We didn't have all of that. Oh, it was you millennials too. Don't try. Don't do that. They was watching it too. Was. Mm-hmm. They was the millennials were absolutely watching it too. Was. Yeah, it was a VHS. Was. They used to be passing that tape all around the place. Chow boom. Child, they play anything in the barbershop. Listen, barbershops are some of the worst places on earth. You see any and everything in a goddamn barbershop. But we wish you well, Miss Landfair. It's time for our, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience. Y'all know what time it is. I bring to you the late, great Larry Myers to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So long farewell, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. Thank you, Larry. So we start off our Sugar Spike segment with the fact that yes, we are in the midst of a, partial government shutdown. We are. What parts of the government are shut down, you asked? Great question. So funding lapsed for the Department of Homeland Security, which includes ICE, Customs and Border Patrol, TSA, and FEMA. The Department of Defense will see several civilian employees furloughed, even though military operations will continue. The Departments of Labor, Health and Human Services, Education, Transportation, and HUD will also see their funding lapse, with much of the non-essential work slowing or stopping altogether. Congress also failed to pass funding for parts of the Treasury Department, Office of Personnel Management, and Small Business Administration. The funding bill for the State Department also did not make it over the finish line before the deadline, meaning many diplomatic functions will also pause, even as embassies will remain open. What parts of the government are open? Congress already passed funding for some other key agencies, which will remain unaffected by the shutdown. The Department of Agriculture will remain open, meaning the FDA and SNAP will not be impeded. A key difference from the shutdown last fall. Congress also already passed funding for the Departments of Commerce, Energy, Interior, Justice, and Veteran Affairs. The Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, is funded along with Congress, NASA, and the National Science Foundation. They're supposed to vote tomorrow on legislation. Mike Johnson right now doesn't have the votes. Does not have the votes. Mike Johnson doesn't want to go along with the separate DHS and only fund them for 2 weeks while they come up with an agreement on Department of Homeland Security. We'll see. Everybody ain't even back off because Mike Johnson keep putting everybody on break, on vacation. So everybody not even back in Washington, D.C. yet. But they say they're gonna vote tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. I have no faith in these people. None at all. None at all. Hey, MVN. They'll never understand T9 texting. They will never understand that. No, we don't. In other sugar spiky news, now the gentleman you see there to the left of Don Lemon, that's Jerome D'Angelo Richardson. He's a 21-year-old Temple University student and activist. He has been arrested today by federal agents in connection to an anti-ICE protest, the same anti-ICE protest that Don Lemon was reporting on. They've arrested him in conjunction with this. Your Attorney General, Skank Bondi, Pam Bondi, she announced Jerome's arrest today, along with Ian Austin. She said, quote, "If you riot in a place of worship, we will find you," end of quote. Now, there is a GoFundMe page that has been set up. Jerome did turn himself in. He is facing the same criminal charges that Don Lemon and Georgia Fort faced, as well as Nakima Dr. Nakima Armstrong and Chantel Allen, violation of the FACE Act. We expect him to be released from jail on bail or bond. But now they're saying that he helped Don Lemon with coordination on the ground as he covered ICE protests in Minneapolis. And that's why he is being arrested. He assisted Don Lemon with logistics and providing local context while he was in Minneapolis. So they're trying to get any and everybody that was even had anything to do with it. I'm surprised Don Lemon's cameramen haven't been arrested yet. I'm sure they will be. Just wanted you to know that. In other sugar spiky news, so we mentioned on Saturday that there was a special election. We'll start in the Houston area, Texas 18, where just like we reported on Saturday, we fully expected that Christian Menifee would win that election, and he did quite handsomely. I think it was like 65 to 35, somewhere around that margin. But it was a quite he won quite handily, which we expected him to win that race quite handily. So congratulations to him. Texas 18 has been without representation for almost a year. Remember, Sylvester Turner died last February. They have been without representation for almost a year. Also, in a stunning upset, Taylor Ramett, who you see on the right, he's a Democrat, and he won in a district over in the Fort Worth area that Trump won by 17 points. They say Trump won that by 17 points in the 2024 election. And now some Republicans are trying to write it off as the snowstorm or the winter storm stopped people from voting. The man, they said, had like a 14-point lead on his Republican opponent most of the race. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that put I think that puts the House at a dead heat, I believe. I think that puts, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, once they get sworn in, they'll be close. They'll be very close. Very close. But I know at this point it's one vote for Mike Johnson. One vote. One vote is all he has. I know it did. I wonder if I'm sure they won't be out there singing "I Will Abort" anymore. Oh, okay. Thank you for that context, Green Girl. But yeah, Mike Johnson, you might lose your speakership before the midterm elections because they still have to do a special election for Marjorie Taylor Greene's vacancy. And then remember Mikey Sherrill, who was but she was already a Dem. She was already on the Democratic side. I believe there was a member of Congress that just died a couple weeks ago. Doug LaMalfa out of California. He's a Republican. His seat has to be filled. Marjorie Taylor Greene's seat also has to be filled. So, sir, the numbers are not adding in your favor, sir. I'm just saying. In other sugar spiky news, so a federal judge today blocked the Trump administration's latest bid to limit lawmakers from conducting unannounced visits to immigration detention facilities, ruling that it likely runs afoul of oversight measures that Congress implemented. Now, y'all know we read adjudication from a judge about a week or two ago where they said that it was okay for the DHS and the Trump administration to impose these just ridiculous measures about unannounced visits to immigration facilities. Well, now a judge has now overruled that. U.S. District Judge Gia Cobb has sided with the group of Democratic lawmakers that sued the Trump administration. Judge Cobb ruled in December that the Trump administration was violating a rider attached to the Department of Homeland Security's annual appropriations package, which guarantees the lawmakers access to detention facilities. Last month, that bitch Christie re-implemented the requirement. It required 7 days warning for visits to ICE facilities being funded exclusively by the big beautiful bill that Republicans passed last summer. The bill did not include the rider. Judge Cobb rejected the policy, crediting the lawmakers' contention that it would be logistically difficult to segregate which expenses are being funded by which law. Now, there were several Democratic lawmakers that who were named on the lawsuit. This is a victory for them, a small victory, but it ain't over. It is not over by any stretch of the imagination. We'll keep you posted on this. Yesterday, not tomorrow, but yesterday marked the day that millions of Americans lose their SNAP benefits. New SNAP supplemental nutrition assistance program rules went into effect yesterday on February 1st, and that's the requirement that involves changes to work requirements. Now, prior to the changes, the USDA training and support services on social media in an effort to help uh, um, people that will be affected. They put videos and other trainings out in order to help people to know whether or not they would keep their SNAP benefits or how they could, what they needed to do. Um, but millions of Americans have lost their SNAP benefits. Secretary Rollins, USDA Secretary Rollins said, quote, the American dream is not being on a food stamp program. The American dream is not being on all these programs. That should be a hand up, not a handout. As of yesterday, we have moved 1.75 million people off of SNAP. End of quote. You mean the handout that y'all gave to the real estate sector? You mean the handout that y'all gave to big banks? You mean the handout that y'all give to the farming industry? You mean the handouts that y'all give to all of your billionaire friends and these large conglomerates, right? The handouts y'all give to them, y'all want no parts of giving those to the American people. Okay, just wanted to know. Almost 2 million people lost their SNAP yesterday. Here we are. Here we are. In other sugar spiky news, now I'm gonna tell you, I'm about this life. I'm never scared. Those the guys who shot Alex Pretty. They've been shadow banning content creators. They have been threatening anybody who puts the name out and faces out of these individuals. I have no understanding. I have no fear at all. None. I have no fear. These are the two gentlemen that work for ICE that murdered Alex Pretty. Now, here's the deal. These were not new hires. These weren't new hires. These weren't people who had not worked for ICE before. The guy on your left, Jesus Ochoa, he's 43. I had it on here. Ochoa joined ICE in 2018. 2018. That was 8 years ago. Raimundo Gutierrez on the right, he's been working for ICE since 2014. Now, I find it real funny that these two gentlemen, if they were not working for ICE, would be victims of ICE. Again, this is what I don't be understanding. Same two men, Jesus Ochoa, Raimundo Gutierrez, you literally would be fucking victims of ICE. Now, they both are from Texas. They work for ICE Customs Enforcement in South Texas. So these are the same ones who don't mind inflicting all types of heartache and pain on their own people. These are the ain't shit ass motherfuckers. I have no problem with them being out there. No, don't try to cover your face now. You murdered a man in cold blood. Murdered a man. I don't even give them 2 generations. I don't even give them that many. Terrence, I don't even give them that many. Even think about it. Even because I told y'all ICE is not law enforcement. Even law enforcement, if a law enforcement officer shoots and kills someone, guess what the public has the right to know? Who the fuck they are. So you think that you people are fucking absolved? You don't believe that shit? Nobody's above the fucking law. Yeah, he got a whole porn stash like it's 1982. A mess. A fucking mess. Baby, they done doxed y'all whole family. They got your wives' names out there. They have your addresses out there. Baby shark, do. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. I have no understanding. None. Just wanted y'all to know. Now, we just reported on this fucktard James Fishback on the last Silly Saturday, because remember we did the state of Florida, the gubernatorial candidates for Florida. Well, he's running for running for governor of Florida. And he said, quote, Don Lemon is lucky he's not getting hanged in the public square for ransacking a church, openly calling for a black man to get lynched. All the while, you are running to be governor of the state of Florida. Here we are. Here we are. Here the fuck we are. I mean, what do y'all want from me? Are we surprised? Did we think it wasn't going to be this way? We're not surprised, are we? We're really not surprised, are we? Here we are. Openly, unapologetically, full-throated saying he needs to be lynched in the year of our Lord 2026. Full-throated. Here we are. Speaking of Florida, well, members of the Cuban community, how you like these apples? Florida is about to become an English-only state when it comes to the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, the DMV. It was announced that they will no longer allow for non-English driver license applications. Also, the driver license tests and exams, they will also no longer allow for non-English exams. I'm trying to see how the fuck this gonna work out in the great country of Miami-Dade County, because there are whole sections of Miami-Dade County where there's no English. I'm not making this shit up. There are whole sections, huge. Go to Little Havana, go to Hialeah. You go to these areas, the billboards and street signs are in fucking Spanish. I ain't making this up. You walk into a business, you go to the grocery store, they don't even call Publix in the area. They call it El Sabor. It's not even called, and then it says, and it has the big El Sabor sign, and then real small underneath it says, by Publix. Them people ain't even trying to speak English down there. Ain't even trying. But this is what you wanted. Go and take some English speaking classes. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. You bitches voted for Governor Death Sentence. Y'all wanted that bitch. You bitches vote for Marco Rubio. You bitches voted for Donald John. I have no understanding. This is what you wanted. Here we are. Now, this doesn't help my Haitian American community because let's be clear, Spanish is not the only prevalent language in Miami-Dade County. There's a huge Miami-Dade County has the largest population of Haitian Americans in the country. Largest population of Haitian Americans in the country live in Miami-Dade County. So this hugely affects that population. When you go to Miami-Dade County, all forms are in 3 languages. It's in English, Spanish, and Haitian Creole, which is still a problem. That's a whole nother live for a whole nother day. The fact that, remember, Haitian Creole is originally not a written language. It was a spoken language. It was a derivative of the French language, but it was never written. It was only a spoken language. And it was many years after the language had already thrived and derived in Haiti that they finally put it, had it written. But there are some, old school Haitians that cannot read Haitian Creole but can speak it beautifully because it was not originally a written language. It was a spoken language. That's a whole nother thing for a whole nother time, a whole nother day. But my point being, this is not going to go over well. Here we are. Here the fuck we are. If you would like to, now is a good time for you to donate to the platform. We getting ready to go to this cruise. If you see fit, you can certainly donate to the platform. We're about halfway through. Now is a good time for that. All right, it's time for this damn music. Now, we have a sneaky good. Listen. Listen. A sneaky good year for this damn music. What year do you think we are doing? For those new here, this is where we choose a year and we pull up the top R&B songs on this day in that year. Sneaky good year for this damn music. I ain't gonna even hold you. It is a sneaky good year. I see 2010. What year do you believe that we're doing? 96, 97. 03, 2000, 05. Nope. Nobody got it. 82. We just did 99 last time, Rency. We did 99 last silly Saturday. And we had a good time with 99. Ooh, we had a good time with 99. 88, 87, 88, 87. Y'all got a lot of 88s at 87. Well, the year is 1976. We are going to look at the top 10 R&B songs on February 2nd, 1976. Let's see what was shaking. Now we start off with the Silvers. Boogie Fever. Boogie Fever. A whole bop. Boogie Fever is a bop. You can turn Boogie Fever on right now and your body moves. Boogie Fever. I remember hearing this song. My people loved the 70s music. My grandma and my grandfather loved 70s music. Love 70s music. Johnny Taylor, shake it up, shake it down, move it in, move it out, disco lady. Ow! 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 Shake it up, shake it down, move it in, move it out, disco lady. Ow! Uh, uh, uh. Listen, these are some good songs. I ain't gonna, kiddos. These are the good songs. These are good songs. Listen, Rufus and Shaka Khan. I will love you anyway, even if you cannot stay. I think you are the one for me. Here's where you ought to be. I just want this is the original. This ain't no Mary J. Blige flat and cracking notes and just singing flats. Singing all flat. This is Shaka. Young Shaka. When she was with Rufus. Whoa, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Whoa. Listen. And then number 7. Inseparable. That's what you are to me. Listen, Natalie Cole is such an underrated. Natalie Cole is easily one of the greatest singers of her time, of any time. Natalie Cole, easily a top 25 singers of all time. Easily. Not even close. Not even I don't even blink. Natalie Cole, one of the top 25 female singers of all time. Easily. Not even, I don't even have to blink and say that. Come on now. Listen. If you have a problem with the song Inseparable, the problem is you, not us. Natalie Cole, mama has chops. Natalie Cole, number 7. I told y'all this was a very good list. That is your soror. I told y'all this was a good list. The list is doing what it needs to do. I love music. Any kind of music. Listen, OJ's is one of my favorite groups of all time. I love. Listen, the OJ's is one of my favorite male groups of all time. I love music. I love music. You can never go wrong with the OJ's. Always come hard. OJ, I told you this list. Hey, listen, y'all ain't want no parts of this list. I told y'all that. Y'all ain't want no parts of this. I told y'all. This list goes hard. I told y'all. Listen, this list goes hard, baby. Hard. 76, they was around here now fucking off. I don't know what was in the water in 1976, but you bastards that was alive during that time wasn't playing around. Was not playing around. Number 4. I'm gonna walk away from it all. Gonna walk away. Gonna walk away. Gonna walk away. Come on, David Ruffin. The beat for this used to just do it for me too. The beat for this song, I'm gonna walk away from it all. Gonna walk away. Ow! Listen. David Ruffin. David Ruffin. I told y'all this list comes hard. This list comes hard. Y'all can say what y'all want. 76, say, let me get some of this shit. Let me get a piece of this. Listen, 1976 said, bitch, let me get a piece of this shit. Wait, is today, today your birthday? Oh, you know we got to take a shot. Let us get through this list. You know we got a shot for you. Antonio, you just now telling us. Grr. Happy birthday, Antonio. We'll get your shot in a second. Let me get my shot glass ready. But listen, y'all ain't wanting no parts of this. Number 4, roller coaster of love. Ow, roller coaster. Ho, 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 ho. Roller coaster of love. Ow, roller coaster. Ho, 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 ho. Come on now, Ohio players. Ohio players. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? You don't want no parts of this list. You don't want no parts of this list. And for all of the men's nowadays talking about how men's dress and stuff, y'all do see what these men have on, right? And ain't nobody had no problem with it, but now all of a sudden y'all got a problem with how we dress today. Kick rocks and die bitches. Child, you know Ohio players didn't play round. Did not play round. Now, I didn't know this song, Turning Point. This was the only song I was like, listen, I'm not a big Tyrone Davis fan, but I wasn't I didn't know this song. It might have been popular at that time. I wasn't alive, but I didn't know this one. I didn't know this one. You can have it, Tyrone Davis. Turning Point by Tyrone Davis. This is my only one that I said, oh, I guess we had to have one. But they might have liked it back then. Number 2. Anytime I hear Teddy P, I want to hear this song. Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. No more backward thinking, time for thinking ahead. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be. There is so much hatred, war, and poverty. Whoa, come on, Teddy P. Oh, wake up, all teachers, time to teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen to what you have to say. They're the ones who's coming up. The world is in their hands. When you teach the children, teach them the very best you can. This is my shit. The world won't get no better if we just let it be. No, 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 no. Come on, Teddy B. Teddy B, you should be singing. We got the changing world, just you and me. Y'all ain't want no parts of Teddy. Harold Melvin was stealing money, was robbing Teddy P. Blind. Huh? That's why he left his ass. Robbing Teddy P. Blind. Child. Listen. We ain't even got the number 1 yet, and we already over here jamming, okay? I'm just saying. Lord, we done had a time with this list. And the number 1 song on February 2nd, 1976, sang a song. Ow! Sang a song. Ow! Come on, Earth, Wind, and Fire list. I told y'all Earth, Wind, and Fire can't do no wrong. I'll fight y'all about Earth, Wind, and Fire. I do not play by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Sing a song. Sing a song. Listen, fire. The whole list is fire. The whole list is fire. The whole list. Let's go back. Let's go back. We're looking at the top 10 songs February 2nd, 1976. Number 10, Boogie Fever by the Silvers. Boogie Fever. Number 9, Johnny Taylor. Turn it up, turn it down, move it in, move it out, disco lady. Ow! Number 8, Whoa, Sweet Thing. Shaka Khan and Rufus. Number 7, Inseparable by Natalie Cole. Number 6, I Love Music by the OJs. Any kind of music. Number 10, I'm gonna walk away from it all. Gonna walk away. David Ruffin. Number 5. Number 4, Roller Coaster of Love. Ow! Roller Coaster. I ain't got the voice for that. That's too high. Roller Coaster of Love. Love Roller Coaster, the Ohio Players. Turning Point, number 3 by Tyrone Davis. Number 2, Wake Up Everybody, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Listen, don't owe me nothing. That is my song. Wake up everybody. No, wake up all the doctors, make the old people well. They're the ones who suffer and who catch all the hell. They don't have so very long before the judgment day. Won't you keep them happy before they pass away? Wake up everybody. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. And the number 1 song, Sing a Song by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Listen. This list don't owe me nothing, y'all. Look who done snuck up in here. Coming to us, sneaking up in here, all the way from even though they done blocked me over there. I don't know how I got blocked. I think they said it was a mistake, but I was still blocked at the end of the live. Maybe I won't be blocked no more tomorrow. Listen, Lovely True Red, wasn't this a list right here? We got to do our shot for Antonio. Do I want one of my gins from down here? Or do I want the BBI gin from up there? I think I'm gonna go with the BBI gin. You're gonna go with the BBI gin. All right. Everybody get your shots ready for Antonio, okay? Because it is Antonio's birthday. All these pseudo Capricorns, you know, the people who missed it by a little bit. These are pseudo Capricorns. They want to be one. I know. All right, we ready to let me go back up here. We ready to take our shot for Antonio. Get your shots ready. Get your shots ready. Child, you know Verdine and that hair, baby. Verdine on that bass, that hair gonna always be laid. I'm sorry. Verdine gonna always have that hair laid to the gods. Do you hear me? That hair gonna always be laid. Always. I'm just saying. Child. That was a good ass list now. Child. Are we ready? Child, you know Verdine ain't doing nothing with that hair. Baby, listen. That hair gonna be laid anytime you see Verdine. He gonna be on that bass now. He not gonna fuck off on that bass. And that hair gonna be laid. Now, Antonia said for her birthday, she's having a shot of Codigo 1530 Rosa Blanco tequila. Baby, I can't do tequila. What are y'all drinking on? We got to take this shot for Antonia's birthday so we could do our video breakdowns. Did y'all put in the chat what y'all taking shots of? Shot. Where's Tracy C? She always down for a shot. Look like it's just me and you, Antonia. I got you. Oh, DPG says she got water. Janae says she got extra sweet tea. It's me and you today, Antonia. It's me and you. Tanya got water. Tracy says she got overproof rum. Lil Baby says she gonna do some wine later. 52 feels so good. Don't it feel good? When I get there, I'ma know. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one. Mm, mm, mm. All these water shots. Come on, strawberry moonshine. Cha. All right. It's off our shot. Up to it. Down to it. Whatever they say. We just do it. Shots for Antonia. Happy birthday, my love. Ooh. Mm. Oh. 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 That was a hell of a shot. I ain't packed yet either, Auntie Cammy. I ain't packed yet either. I probably won't pack till Thursday morning, knowing me. It's Monday. Listen, one shot won't kill you. You take a shot, drink you some Gatorade and some water afterwards, you won't even feel it. Mm-hmm. But happy birthday, Antonia. Enjoy it to the fullest. It's time for our video breakdowns, y'all. Are y'all ready for the video breakdowns? Are you ready for the video breakdowns? Here's our first video breakdown. I told y'all I was going to play this because I'm happy for my friend. I'm so happy for him. Because I remember when. And to see him now have a Grammy, I'm so happy for him. Here's Duran Bernard's acceptance speech.
Shit! Happy Black History Month for the rest of my life. Listen, I want to remind everyone that we are all we got, and we know who I'm referring to. So please give yourself some grace and extend your kindness to your neighbor who needs it, okay? With that being said, to the Recording Academy, thank you for the Grammy. To my parents, thank you for loving and supporting me in ways that will last me 10,000 lifetimes. Behind the Access, D-Sing Records, The Nucleus, Emerald Media, Create Music Group, my team, my village, my cousins, the visionaries who believed in me enough to help guide me forward. Okay, never straight. My family and friends, oh my God, thank you for being the wind beneath my wings at last. All of my personalities are weeping with joy right now. Thank you to the Academy, to my nominees. My mom and dad are here. Wait, and one last thing. One last thing. Whew. To all the independent artists out there, and to every butch queen who was made to feel like you were too much, I'm the proof that you needed and the sign you've been waiting for. Be yourself. And speaking of yourself, I want to thank myself because this was some hard work, y'all, 20 plus years. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you all. Thank you.
I'm happy for my friend. I texted him this morning. Anyway, child. All us go way back to when we was young, stupid, and ain't know nothing. About 20 years ago, okay? Anyway, I was so glad to see that. That was our first video breakdown. Here's our second video breakdown.
Discussing Urban Dictionary definitions, I read them so you get to hear them. The Colombian snowblower. The Colombian snowblower is when you take a woman and you have her do a handstand and you funnel Colombian Bam Bam into her brown eye while she is upside down, blowing you, basically. And then you put your nose to her brown eye and she farts the Colombian Bam Bam up your nose. Not nasty. Maybe if I was a lot younger. Sounds like a great time, actually. But not anymore at all. But that's not really a bad one, per se, as compared to like all the shit ones and all the piss ones. But I could see it could be a little rough. So if you got any more, leave them in the comments and we will get to them and see what else we can find.
But wouldn't she need to have her ass clean? Because if she fart out that cocaine or whatever, would it still be white? Like, that's a real question. And it just shoots up your nose. You could be snorting fecal matter up your nose and shit. Girl. The fact that he said, oh, it's not that bad. No, it's really bad. Oh, we're not done. I saw that. I said I need a second one because I knew y'all would need a second one. Oh, the second one's even worse. Oh, get a load of this one.
Discussing Urban Dictionary definitions, I read them so you get to hear them. The Green Bay butter churner. Let's go. With the Green Bay butter churner, milk is taken from a female's breasts, and then once that's done, she is fisted in her brown eye until the hole is wide enough, and then the milk is poured in, and then you take the brown town to pound town, and while you're doing that, this churns the milk into butter, and then you serve it to people. You serve it onto toast, and I guess this feeds up to about 12 people, and if you want to double what you have, you use two women for double churning. So pretty fucking disgusting. If you got any more, leave them in the comments and we will get to them and we'll see what the fuck else is out there. Wow, Green Bay. Discussing Urban Dictionary.
Who measured and knew that it could serve 12 people? I'm just trying to figure out who the hell. My question is this. After you fist her, right? She's just wide and gaping open. And you pour the breast milk in there. I feel like your dick not gonna be doing a whole lot after she done been fisted. Like I'm imagining prolapses and all kinds of fuck shit going on. But you just churning, so now it gives a whole new credence to you just churning butter. Now the dick is used as a butter churn. How do you get the butter out of her asshole? And again, is she clean? Because I imagine there being fecal matter in this here butter that you spreading on people's toast. Oh, I'm sorry, Universal God. It probably is people eating. I ain't ate nothing yet. I'm still over here. It probably is. Crazy whole body girl. I don't know. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know, Mama Bees. Listen, I'm just here. Terrence, this not something that you've tried before. Terrence, you from the military. I feel like y'all military people try anything once. This not something like when y'all go overseas and stuff, and y'all go with the Me Love You Long Times ladies and stuff. Y'all don't be trying this overseas with the Me Love You Long Time ladies and stuff. I'm just asking. Catherine, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing to do with it, Catherine. I have all of the questions y'all have, okay? I have all of the questions that y'all have. Oh, that's the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains? Oh, okay. Here's our next video breakdown.
Okay, guys, so I just went outside, to check things, and I had some snow on the bottom of my boot, and I'm balding it up. I had this is snow that came out off the ground. Look, it does not melt. Can somebody tell me why the snow ain't melting like it should be melting? I mean, water is coming off of it, but it's hard as a rock. This part right here should be water, not what's in the back. Look. What is this? And it smells like plastic. It smells just like plastic. I don't know what this is falling. I don't know.
You do realize that they have whole ovens and furnaces made out of snow and ice. Take a fucking physics class or a science class, you dumb fuck. Like, what is wrong with these people? Snow does not burn like that. That's not how that works. Go take a science class and maybe, like, we learned this in like 7th or 8th grade science. Snow does not fucking burn like that. I'm not going to even tell. You do realize, ma'am, they make whole ovens out of ice and snow. And it actually has fire and burn. And it's, somebody go tell that woman. Go tell that woman, just go take a real science class. This is so dumb. Like, just take a freaking science class. And you will learn this type. Oh, Jesus. It smells like plastic. There is something falling out of the sky. They're doing something to the atmosphere. Oh, dear God. Go get y'all people, please. Go get y'all people. Please go get y'all people. Please. Making videos like this, just looking dumb. Just looking dumb. What high school? You are a victim of whatever public school system you went to, ma'am. Here's our next video breakdown.
Another reason why kids today are struggling to read is because church attendance is also down. Can we talk about it?
Huh? Good morning. Because some of y'all have never had to say Deuteronomy out loud and it shows. Some of y'all have never had to see and comprehend turning to Leviticus fast. And it shows. Y'all can't read. Church is where you learn public speaking. It's where you give your first speeches. And whether because through life you can develop an anxiety of public speaking, and that's fine. But some of y'all, me myself, aspired. Some of y'all never aspired to read so good that you would be pastor's number one choice for responsive reading. Couldn't wait for that man. Call on me so I can get up there and stand like this right here. And when that man say, read that passage there. So you can say, and it came in a dream. Keep going, keep going. I hear you breathing, but your heart no longer sounds strong. And Pastor say, and who is it that might find? Nebuchadnezzar. You ever seen Nebuchadnezzar on a... Some of y'all would pass out. To have to look at Nebuchadnezzar and then process. You look at... Nebuchadnezzar would... Seeing that on a page will make you pass out. And you got to stand up there confidently with your chest and that's just what what the Bible says. Anyway, all I'm saying is Y'all have got to. We have got to get these babies back. Some of y'all old and can't read. You know what I'm saying? You worry about the wrong things. Y'all got to be able to read. Y'all trying to be in collector. Good morning.
I wholeheartedly agree with this. Let's be clear. These kids, they don't know. They ain't have it. Baby, you had to be able to read that thing and read it with confidence. Did they spoke nothing but the truth? Remember, we used to play the game. We used to call it sword drill because you know they say the Bible is the sword of the spirit. We used to call it sword drill, and it was for money too. And what they would do is you have to have your Bible closed, and then they would call out a scripture, and you had to rush, and whoever stood up and read the first 5 words of that scripture first, you got we used to win like $1 for each one or something like that. It might have been 50 cents. It might have been 50 cents or $1. But baby, you had it involved so many skills. Baby, you had to know all your books of the Bible. Baby, you had to be able to read, because if you read it wrong and somebody else read it right before you didn't win that $1. Baby, when I tell you we knew every all 66 books, that's why right now you can call out any script, I'll find it before you. We used to call it sword drill. And you had to be able to read the first 5 words loud and with confidence. Or if like she said, if the pastor called you to read, you had to know where to pause. So the pastor could add his commentary in between the scriptures. Baby, you had to have the right voice. Baby, listen, because the whole congregation was listening. I was here. Listen, now they ain't lying. I'm just saying. Vacation Bible School and stuff. They don't do Vacation Bible School no more, do they? I don't think they do Vacation Bible School no more. Anyway, here's our last video breakdown. Look at that little boy.
Anybody in you? Where am I going?
Not the little barbell for the pulpit. I thought that was so cute. She had a whole field for the doll, baby. For the doll, child. Oh, they still do Vacation Bible School, see, Golden? Oh, okay. I thought they had stopped Vacation Bible School. No, he couldn't keep no straight face with them gloves on. Child. You saw that shoe. Oh, you saw it, Mama Bees. And she was real serious and was. The pastor showed you still listen. Read. You know your pastor was gonna say, read. Yes, God. Now we tell people to read when they dragging somebody. Read, whore. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Apparently, Catherine, they still have Vacation Bible School. I don't know what the attendance looking like. But you know, back in the day, your parents was going to have you go to Vacation Bible School because you had to get up out their house. Baby, school was out. Summer school hadn't started yet. Baby, you was getting up out their house. You weren't finna stay in their house all day long. Baby, going on down there to the church. They have a Vacation Bible School. And if I find out you wasn't there, I'll kill you. I'm just saying. Anyway, those were our video breakdowns of the day. I hope you enjoyed. Listen, we about to get out of here. I know we got to get down to really. Did Really Be set up her live yet? See if Really Be set up her live. We have a lot. Listen, uh, 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 um, 4 for 4 came over yesterday. And me and 4 for 4, we legitimately had a good time last night. So I was doing my palate cleanses last night, and he was like, "Oh, I like doing those with you." So and we got caught up in the spirit looking at some stuff. And so we have more than the normal amount of palate cleanses for it. We have a lot of palate cleanses tonight. Um oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I just saw it, Tracy. I set up the redirect. We have a lot of palate cleanses tonight. So I hope y'all enjoy. Y'all can blame I would Catherine Powell, but if I do it one more time, I already know they're gonna get me for copyright after I get off. So I'm gonna have to clip it out. I'm gonna have to trim it out or clip it out of the live. But y'all you can go ahead and red ball it back, because if I play it again, then they're gonna get me again. So let that go, please. Please let that go. Please let that go, Tracy. Please let that go. Yeah, we got caught. We was drinking and stuff while we was working on palate cleanses. Hmm. Anyway, here are our palate cleanses before we get out of here. Okay. Hmm. Hey, Swirly. I love me some Swirly. Swirly, again, Swirly. We know you got a big long piece of meat. Leave that off, Swirly. Okay, this is family programming, Swirly. We don't need all that. We know you got about 11, 12 inches. We don't need all of that. Hey, Jay Parrish, what's going on? Speaking of cruises, I see the cruise behind you, sir. Hmm. Is he ever there, Uncle Jay? Shit, Swirly is always all over the country. He probably ain't never home. He always in Brazil or LA or some damn well. Swirly's a little cutie. I like Swirly. Swirly got a lot of meat too. Dear God, that's a lot to deal with. We see your little eyeballs. Okay. Well, y'all know I love a man with glasses. Oh, that just did something for me right there. Oh, I love me a man with glasses. Mm. What's wrong with dark chocolate? You got a problem with brown chocolate? Like you got a problem. You do too, Xavier. Don't do me. There goes some light skinnedness for you, Xavier. I really need to pack for this cruise, y'all. I really do. Oh yeah, 4 for 4 don't like nothing light skin. He don't like nothing light skin. He be putting stuff in there just for y'all, but he don't like nothing light skin. He don't. Fofo don't like nothing light skin. And Fofo black as hell. Look at all this sweat glistening off your body. Now somebody gonna complain and say I went too fast. Oh well. Oh, sir. I'm glad you got that laptop there. Again, this is family programming. There go a little piece of light skinnedness. Sir, your little pee. And that's the appropriate word when it's that small. Your little pee is pointing at people. Long tongue, small pee. At least the print. See, Xavier, he got some light skinned up in here. Is that Abu Dhabi? I feel like this is. See, I think, isn't this Abu Dhabi? You know, where they built like in the little rose things. I think this is over there in Dubai. Isn't this over in Dubai? Somewhere over there? Where they built the city or whatever. It's not in Dubai. Ciao. Look at Green Girl. Green Girl, you're never gonna figure out who Fofo is. I would just have to show you. You're never gonna figure out who Fofo is. I would have to show you. You can keep all the notes you want, Xavier. The fact that y'all be keeping tabs on Fofo. A mess. Harold, why don't you just send me some that I can add to the palette cleansers, Xavier? You know, you could help out, Xavier, you know. You have to get what you get. Xavier be trying to connect dots. Look at Xavier. He trying so hard to connect dots. I see you, Xavier. Oh. That's some dog skin right there. Come on, melanin. Mm. Oh. Ooh, I like that one. That's one I like. Sir, I could damn near see your dickhead, sir. Sir, all this we don't need. It's family programming. We could damn near see your dickhead, sir. See, give me a good bulge, not a dickhead, okay? This is acceptable. Just a good bulge. I mean, that's nice dark chocolate too. Yes. He look like he might do some things. Mm. Come on for the mermaid made out of denim and jeans. You know, you can't bottom shame. Somebody might like the bottoms. We got to have something for everybody, Xavier. There you go, Harold. There goes some salt and pepper right there, Harold. You happy now? Come on, horses. Bananas. Oh. I hope that's not Jacoby Crown. Look at Uncle Jay just complain. I told you we had a lot, Uncle Jay. We can't stay on nobody for too long. That's cute. Mm. Hey. Hmm. Oh, thank you, Lord. Hey, man. I told you about. Let me click off of you, man. I told you about showing our stuff to people. They don't need to see all of that. That's for you and me. They don't need to see all of that shit. You don't be showing my shit to all of these people, so they could be looking at your dickhead and shit, knowing that you got a big long ass third leg. They don't need to see all of that shit. That's for me and you. Listen, y'all. We ended right on time. It's time for us to go on over to Really Be. She just started. So listen, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself for this Manic Monday. Um, I was glad to bring it to you. And hope you enjoyed yourself. If you enjoyed yourself, put a shondo in the chat and let me know you enjoyed yourself for this Manic Monday. I'm about to get out of here, y'all. We got to go to Really Be. I'm supposed to do an interview at 8 o'clock too. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, but as I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Go get me something to eat. I already have the redirect on for Really B. Hey, Complex 613. So I'm gonna send y'all over to Really B. I'm finna go make me some dinner. That's all I got for y'all. Until tomorrow. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, crazy homebody girl. Until tomorrow, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I will see y'all tomorrow, or for people who come back for the interview.